In this video, I'll be talking about three main types of digital image files and how you might find or create these files to use in digital projects like a Google slideshow or a Word document.
Now, there are lots of different image file types. This is certainly not an extensive list, but these are definitely the types and the things that I have to use and manipulate on a regular basis. So that's why these are the ones that I'm sharing here. The first kind of image file you might be aware of, or you've probably heard of, is a JPEG, and that's just really your standard image file. If you take photos on your phone, they're probably going to be saved as JPEG files. Most people are pretty familiar with that. The second one that we're going to talk about is what we call a PNG file, .png, and these are a lot like JPEGs, but the main difference is that they can be transparent, meaning they don't have a white background. I just pulled up a little folder with some images on it onto my screen, and I'm going to show you what I mean by a transparent PNG file. So I've got one here in this folder. I'm just going to drag it onto this slide. But as you can see, as I drag this around, the only thing that's in the image, even though it's a fairly large square, is the actual note here itself. Everything else is just clear or transparent, and that's something you can only do with a .png file. You can't really do it with a JPEG. So that's the big deal with PNG files. The other kind you've probably heard of are GIFs or Gifs, however you choose to pronounce it. Let me drag one of those here into my slide. And as you probably know, GIFs have a bit of animation to them. And so these are all different things you can incorporate into your Google Slide document. It's helpful to know the different kinds of picture files because it can really help you if you're trying to search. If you know you want something specifically that's animated, or you know you want something with a transparent background, you can always add GIF or PNG into your search, and we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But I just wanted to do a brief kind of overview if you're not familiar with those different types of files.